Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video I'm going to share you some tips on weight loss. The tip 1 is you must eat breakfast. I know there are a lot of people who don't eat breakfast. If you have this bad habit, it might hard for you to lose weight. If you don't eat in the morning, or if you don't eat enough food in the morning, you will probably eat more later during the day, and you will probably eat more than what you needed. If you eat normal amount of food during the day, you might not be hungry at night. I usually eat a lot in the breakfast, and I will eat some food in the afternoon, and at night I don't really feel hungry, so I would either eat a small amount of food or I would skip dinner. There is an example of my old friend when I was in China. This is time I was taking the IELTS test, and I had a friend. We already had lunch together after class, and we already go to the restaurant next to the building, the class building. So this is a restaurant like fast Chinese food, so you can pick the dishes you like. So I usually pick like 1 or 2 dishes and with rice, but my friend, he always picked at least 5 dishes. That's a lot of food, and he was very skinny, and I asked him, why you are so skinny, you eat so much food? And he told me he only ate breakfast and lunch. He never ate dinner. So it's really good idea to eat less or skip dinner, but you need to make sure you eat enough food in the breakfast. If you're hungry at night, you can have like simple food because you already have enough food and enough nutrition during the day. So at night, if you're really hungry, you just have some no calorie food. Tip 2, eat food that will make you full. For example, like chicken breasts and high fiber vegetables. So those kind of food can give you a sense of full. For example, the fruit chestnut. This food can really make you very full, and the calorie of chestnut is not really high. Chestnut is a very healthy nut, and it will keep you full. It's super yummy. Chestnut is one of my favorite food, and I would love to eat chestnut every single day. Tip 3, eat slowly. Eat food slowly. It helps you to absorb the nutrition of the food. If you eat too fast, your stomach will not send the signal to your brain I'm full, and you will still keep eating it. So if you eat too fast, you will likely eat more food than you need. I have an example. When I was at college in China, one of my roommates, she eats very slowly, super slowly. Every time when we have meal together, I was always the one faster than her. She was very skinny, and I was very chubby at that time. I had to wait for her every time when we had food together. Tip 4, stay away with oil food. I remember a few days ago, my fiancé wanted to add oil in the rice, and I said, no, we don't need oil in the rice. I never seen anybody put oil in the rice because we'll have the dish and it already have lots of oil. Another example to avoid oil food, you probably know that when we cook the bacon, it always have lots of oils on the bacon. So how to remove the oil? I always use towel, just cover the bacon and let towel soak most oil, and then you eat it. Of course, it's better not eating bacon. And for the other greasy food you need to avoid are the ramen, French fries, chips, and or other greasy food. Tip 5, refuse high calorie food. I know there are a lot of viewers that think it's weird to count calories, but the calories is It's very important. It's really important. I mean, for the people who wants to lose weight, if you consume more calories, you will definitely gain weight. I still think it's a good idea to count calories, so we will know which food has higher calories, so we can avoid it. For example, like the ramen, 500 calories for one bag, and also for some junk food, ice cream, you need to count the calories. Tip 6. Don't wear clothes that's too loose. It's probably very comfortable to wear loose clothes, but if you wear loose clothes, most time you will think, oh, the clothes is very loose, I'm not fat, I'm very thin. But if you wear tight clothes, and you will see your shape of your body, and you can see where you have extra fat and your like notice that. But if you wear loose clothes, how would you notice if you have extra fat? So if you want to lose weight, it's better to have some tight clothes, but not too tight. I mean the tight clothes that can show the shape of your body. Tip 7. You can look at some pictures to encourage you to lose weight. This is what I did in the past. So I download some pictures that I want to be, not those pictures. I can't find the one I was looking for, so I just find some example pictures. For example, if I want to be like her, I will have her pictures and I will look at the pictures every single day to remind me to not eat junk food because I want to look like her. So this is like a picture that can encourage you and motivate you. Tip 8. Make sure you go to bathroom every single day to have the bowel movements. This is very important. I noticed that this is not a topic that you talk with your friends or with your family, but I do talk about this with my family. We think it's normal and we think it's very important to have this every single day because this can actually help you to lose weight, help you to get rid of the toxin. So for example, if I don't have bowel movement, I would really freak out and I would think about this every minute during the day. This is the top thing I need to do during the day. Tip 9, a magic tip, because I have been using it for a long time, very long time, and it did help and it works, it really works, which is suck your stomach in for at least 6 hours. 6 hours, at least 6 hours. You probably never heard about it because this is not an exercise people normally do, but I do. So every time I eat too much food, I would suck in my stomach, and this way it can actually help the food digest. I tried this a lot of times and the next morning I will not gain weight. But if I eat a lot of food and I don't suck in my stomach, the next morning I will definitely gain a lot. Because this is very weird. This is not a normal people would do because it's very tiring. It's very tiring if you suck in your stomach, and you need to remember it to suck in your stomach. It's very tiring. You can try it. I don't do this every single day because I would get tired very easily. I would do this if I eat too much food. I would do this. So this is like emergency lose weight method after you eat too much. Tip 10 is to using the plastic wrap around your skin. I don't know if you have heard about it. This is kind of weird. I haven't done this for a while, but I did it when I was in middle school. So when the summertime was so hot, I wrapped the plastic, the food plastic, around my neck because it's too hot, so it will produce the sweat. So I think this is a way to lose weight, but mostly water, but with some fat as well. So this way is very weird. If your skin is very tender, don't use this way because it might hurt your skin. So if you won't do this, don't do it too long. It depends on you. If you don't feel comfortable, you remove the wrap. Okay? The last tip is to using a special measuring tool to measure your fat. So this is the tool how to measure the fat. Maybe this is not a tip, but this is a very useful tool that can measure your fat. So I'll just show you an example. You stand straight, you must stand straight, and you pinch your fat. I have a little bit fat, and you will use it to measure. Just let me see. So it's 5 millimeter. So this is a very useful tool for you to measuring your fat, and I think it's very cool. I don't have much extra fat, but I do have a little bit, and I can use this tool to measure it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you find something that's helpful and pick the one you feel comfortable with. And if you don't feel comfortable, and don't use it, because some method is not very common, but I did when I was young. So if you don't feel comfortable and don't try it, try the ones you're comfortable with and you agree with it. If you don't agree with it, don't try it. That's all for today, and thank you so much for watching. I will see you in next video.